I'm live. Good evening. Boy, this feels delayed. What is happening? Let me close down some stuff. See if that helps any. I just restarted my computer too. So I'm going to let people pile in here. I'll go on my little rant like I usually do. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Haven't spoken to you guys all year long. I hope everything's going well. The market is doing very well, at least for me anyway. I haven't even looked as far as what the market is actually doing. Let me take a quick look-see here. S&P 500 year to date. Oh, that's not a good chart. You find a good chart. S&P 500 year to date up 4.5%. Dow Jones up 3.5%. NASDAQ up 6.66%. And then the Russell 2000 year to date up 7.79%. So pretty darn good. And the VIX has been cratering. The volatility index has been cratering down 15% year to date. What does that mean? I don't know. Does that mean we're going to keep going up? No idea. Anybody out there that's predicting what's going to happen is probably wrong. And anybody out there who has that answer, like I've had a couple of comments like, this market is going to trade sideways for years to come. I'm like, if you knew that for a fact, you should be one rich mofo. Like, seriously, if you really know what's happening, you should be an absolute quadrillionaire, right? People say, oh, this market's going to go, we're going to have another down year. Well, then you should be a quadrillionaire by the end of the year, if you know that for a fact. But the fact of the matter is nobody knows anything. You have guesses, but that's about as good as you can get. So anybody with their predictions, any YouTuber with their predictions, throw it out the window because they have no idea. Okay. So there's my rant to start off the year. Historically speaking, after the market has been down 30% in a year, you typically have an up year, but it hasn't always happened. But more often than not, it has. So you can take the odds, right? It's just the odds. It's a guess still. Either way, I see Gary saying take the market one day at a time. Absolutely. Um, I have no idea where the market's heading. Um, I'm as light as I've ever been. A lot of you guys know that I do options. I don't have very much option exposure at the moment. I do have some long exposure as far as options are concerned. Like I'm long calls on the Nasdaq. I'm long calls on a semiconductor ETF, and I'm long calls on Amazon. So those three things I'm long on. Other than that, I'm almost 50% in cash at the moment. I feel comfortable that way. A lot of you guys know I'm, essentially semi-retired. So I have no problems being heavy in cash. My brokerage pays me almost 4% to be in cash. So it's a 4% risk-free returns to be in cash. And I'm fine with that. And that's going to be an issue with a lot of things right now. Is as long as these rates stay high and these people can get 4% risk-free returns, how's that going to prop up the market, right? So we'll just have to wait and see. As far as me, I'm looking to sell some options to sell premium, but I haven't been seeing. I mean, when the market just keeps going up every day, you don't find excellent opportunities to sell premium. Okay. So that's where I'm at right now. I have probably, I think it's around $1,000 of premium cooking out there, at about a $20,000 notional, I should say. Um, you know, 50% in cash, and the other 50% is in, mainly jepq, for the most part. A couple of, small positions in Intel, Camping World, Dutch Bros, things that I like, right? Nothing, they're small positions, right? 100 shares, 200 shares at the most. Nothing huge. Um, yeah. So that's my, uh, thought in a nutshell. I'm looking for opportunities to sell options, and I'm looking for opportunities to possibly buy long stock. And then there's my wife, Knives. Her birthday is tomorrow, so everybody go on there and say happy birthday
Yes.
to her. She's going to be
Don't say.
27.
Damn liar.
27 sounds better than what it really is. So, um, oh, another thing, I'm probably going to keep this live a little bit short tonight. Knives has to be at work. She has to wake up at like 4 a.m. and my son's at work, so I had to go pick him up when he's done working. Um, that's all I got. Anything else you got? Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Probably, we don't do birthdays very big. We don't do much. We're probably going to take her to lunch.
Yeah, what's her name? Remember she bought me a drink last year.
Oh,
Eminem?
Eminem. Yeah, she's been gone for a long time.
Come back, Eminem. I need another drink.
She might be here. There's 12 people watching. Only 12 people watching. That's kind of crazy. Um, that's it. Let me get into some comments. Like I said, this is probably going to be short. What else can I think of? I'm trying to think of something else. YouTube videos. What am I going to be doing? I don't know. I kind of hinted that at my last live. A lot of you guys probably, you know, aren't in the live stream channel. I put this live stream on the main channel because I figured there might be more people to show up, and I'd want to say, like, the YouTube videos are probably going to slow down. They're probably not going to stop. But I got to a point last year with YouTube where, um, it was a source of stress, and I didn't want it to be like that. It was like, it was never supposed to be that way. And I was, stressing over, oh, I need to put a video out. I need to put a video out. And, I just throw a nonsense video out there that, just for the sake of putting a video out. And that's not what I wanted to do. And that's not how I started my channel. And that's not how I want to go forward, because it I shouldn't stress over making $100 a month. You know what I mean? It's not really what I should be doing. Um, what else? Oh, if you're new to this live stream, welcome. Uh, Historically, this live stream, on this channel is where I lose the most subscribers. Typically, we talk investing, finance, whatever, but a lot of times it goes off the rails. And when it does, people get offended over other people's opinions and all that stuff, and they end up disliking and unsubscribing. And that's why I stopped doing the live streams on this channel. But whatever. That's that's kind of like what my theme for 2023 is. Whatever. So let's get into some comments after I yabbered for 10 minutes. Aching for bacon. What up? Yeah, what up? I've been, honestly, to start out the year, I've been feeling blah, just blah. I can't put a finger on it. It's just, um, That's how I feel this since the start of the year. So that's what up with me. Hopefully, one thing I was gonna say, I don't usually do New Year's resolutions, but I did want to lose 20 pounds last year. I ended up losing 14. Okay. I gained 6 pounds in the holidays, but I've already lost those 6 pounds this year. So I'd like to go ahead and lose another 20 pounds. I'm not putting it out there as a resolution. It was just what I would like to do. Because I wanted to lose 40 last year, ended up losing 14. So I figured if I say I'm going to lose 20 this year, maybe I'll lose 14 again, or maybe it'll be easier. I don't know. But I do want to get more active. That's one thing I want to do, because ever since 2020, the COVID pandemic thing, it actually it didn't do well for my health, and not because of COVID, but because of the way I make money now. Um, I used to have an active job, right? I used to have my own business. I used to print T-shirts, and I was always moving and everything. Uh, COVID hit. I kind of shut down. I had to shut down the business, and I started selling options. Basically, I don't want to call it full time, but part time, and that's how I make my money. Well, that's just me sitting in this chair, okay, and that's not good. Um, my son had bought a car recently, just a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and he wanted to replace the headlights because the headlights were yellow. It's an older car, so we replaced the headlights, and I'm hunched over into the hood, and we're working on it, right? Taking off this, taking off that, and I'm bent over into the hood, and I got up, and I'm like, "Holy crap, am I weak?" Because that destroyed my. It didn't destroy. That's a excessive word, but oh my goodness, my back hurt for 2 days, and I just did a little 20-minute job on him to help him replace the his headlights. So my body's weak. I'm sure these 2+ going on 3 years now of me sitting here has not done well for my heart. Um, so the goal for 2023 is to be more active. Um, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm looking for a job, uh, not a typical 9 to 5 job. It's got to be independent, and I got to move. So if I can move and do things with my hands independently, because I've been self-employed since 2010. I can't go. I mean, I can't say I can't, but I don't want to go to a job where I'm clocking in and clocking out. That's I've been spoiled the past 12 years. So okay, enough ranting. Gary Delvecchio, what's happening? Good evening. The market is up since January 1st and will stay up for a while. Tomorrow, however, will be flat. See, there goes Gary. He's got that crystal ball, man. You have to take the market one day at a time. Absolutely. Steve Steele. Hi, y'all. How's it going, Steve? Long calls, buy or sell options. Long. If I'm long, that means I'm buying. If I'm long a call, that means I've bought the call. So I've got I don't know which one's which, but I got 1 to 2 year calls, uh, 1 to 2 year expiration calls on Amazon, SOXL, and TQQQ. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to hold those, because like the SOXL is already up 50%. The TQQQ is up, I think, 20%. Amazon, I'm going to hold on to it. That's up 10%. But I've only been holding them for, this since the start of the year. So I'd like to hold on to them a little longer. But when I see that profit sitting there, it really makes me want to take it. All in on Palantir, YOLO. YOLO as well? YOLO's an ETF. Happy B-Day, GM says. Gary says, happy birthday, Knives. My wife's was Friday and mine is next week. Well, happy birthday, Mrs. Del Vecchio, and happy birthday, Gary. Steve Steele, did you put some chips on SWBI? You called it a couple of streams ago, GW. Happy birthday, Knives. I didn't. I tried. I've been trying to buy, when I bought the Amazon calls and the TQQ calls and the SOXL calls, I was trying to buy the SWBI calls and it wouldn't fill. I almost really close to buying some shares, but I didn't. It was extremely cheap. It was. Another one. Let's see. What was the other one I was looking at? A REIT, Medical Properties Group, MPW. That one, it was sitting at $10 for a long time. Unfortunately, I was assigned shares a little bit of higher price, but I got a pretty good position on MPW, and I'll probably be buying more. Hopefully, they get a pullback where I can add to it. Gary loves that high. Gary, you need to change your name to Gary High IV Del Vecchio, because look at options on Lululemon, Netflix, Facebook, and Live Nation. All have been great for quick option flips. Yeah, you need to do that. If that's your wheelhouse, go for it. But those types of stocks aren't my wheelhouse. Typically, I typically stick to what I know that has worked for me, right? I did the high IV stuff. I got burned. I'm not saying that I won't do them in the future. But I stick to my core. I really do. And that's why I'm running really light right now, is because I'm sticking to my core. Had a pretty good 2022 for as little as I traded and as how bad it started out. Right. A lot of you guys might remember that I was stuck in ARK for, I think, 5-6 months. I started out January 2022, like $7,000 in the hole. So we turned that around. I think I ended up 18,000 in the green for 2022. Considering everything that happened, I can't complain at all. Aching for Bacon says, happy birthday. I'm jacking that one up. Polo. Dang it. I shouldn't even have said anything. I should have just called you PG. Nice to be here. Thank you. Good to have you here. Blah. We need some laughs. Fasting 16 hours per day is the way to go. Absolutely. That's how I lost these 6 pounds that I gained off the holidays. Is I'm trying to, limit my food intake from about noon till about 8 p.m. and that's it. Easy. Yeah, it is easy. As long as you can stay disciplined to stay away from the snack jar after 8 p.m. or after your 8-hour window. Skipping breakfast for me is easy. I just have some coffee and I'm good. Oh, thank you all for the birthday wishes. I'm off to bed now. Good night, Knives. Yeah, she has to be up at 4 a.m., which is, she's got some time. I know people who do Instacart. You can walk around stores 20 to 25 an hour, depending on your area. I'm in Pleasanton, Livermore. Aching for bacon. That is part of the reason why I probably feel a little blah, right? Because I applied for an Instacart job. Because Instacart has 2 different ways, right? You can actually be assigned to a store and pull the orders, or you can do the deliveries. I applied to be an in-store shopper, basically, and I got denied. So that's the kind of stuff. That's kind of what made I've been denied for a couple of jobs like that. That probably made me feel a little blah, is because I'm applying for these essentially no slash low skill jobs, right? And I'm getting denied. I'm like, what the hell? So that doesn't do you too well on your psyche. You know what I mean? I don't know. With Instacart, I had to do a video presentation. I had to upload a couple of videos of myself speaking, and I guess maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's the American flag on the back. I was able to look up the hiring manager, and the hiring manager was might have been a little commie. So the American flag might have got me uh, kicked out of that one. Gene Carlo says, keep doing the income showdown videos. At least I like those. Yeah, I might. I just have to figure out a way to keep it simple, and I got to break it up. The last one I did, it was, I have to break it up between new, old things that have been around. Because comparing uh, jepq to QYLD makes no sense. Uh, Simply because they haven't been around at the same time. So I have to break those down. There's some work to do with that. I was never fully pleased with the way that turned out. So we'll figure that one out. Howdy. GGM. Howdy. How are you? Happy birthday and sweet dreams, Nige. Yep, she's going to be 27. At least that's what I got to say. MP, hey Jerry, miss your options update video. Learned a lot. Take care, buddy. Right on. That's the thing with YouTube. YouTube is weird. Live streams have always done horrible. I always lost subscribers. Options videos, honestly, were the worst performers of all. I lost so many subscribers from options videos. It's insane. Like I'm like, I'm just sharing with you, what I've done, my progress and all that. I might bring it back. Like I said, 2023 is the year of, oh, well, it's just the whatever year. I always go back and forth with YouTube. Like, I'm either going to quit or I'm going to do videos whenever I feel like it, or I'm going to do freaking daily uploads, right? There's always, I'm always struggling on which way to go. We'll see. Catching up quick, right on. That's craziness. It is, Rhino. Hopefully they got 86, whoever that was. Instablah. Yeah, that was a trip. That was a trip. I'm like, whatever. I did sign up with another company. It's a merchandising company. I know I've talked about that before. Because I've been in retail and merchandising pretty much all my life prior to opening my own business. And, I talked about merchandisers. I did get accepted to a company. This is just happened like Thursday. I don't know what the volume of work is going to be. But if you think about merchandising, what that consists of is, for instance, when you go into your store, like a Target, you'll see like the book section, right? Target doesn't take care of the book section. Somebody else does. The gift card section, Target doesn't take care of the gift card section. A lot of the greeting card section, Target doesn't take care of the greeting card section. There's a lot of food products that Target doesn't take care of. There's a lot of things like that. Even like your 7-Elevens, you'll see those things that are up on the countertops, right? Little promotional stuff, sunglasses or weird stuff like that. Those are not set up there by 7-Eleven employees. They're outside merchandisers that come in and do those things. So I signed up with a company. One rejected me. This one accepted me. But these essentially they accept anybody, right? Especially if you have any experience. So we'll see. Like I said, this just happened on Thursday, I believe it was. So we'll see if there's enough work that I can stay busy, because I don't need the money. We don't need the money. Between options, a little bit of YouTube, a little bit of other stuff, and my wife's part-time job, we're fine. But like I said, I need movement. I need activity. So if I can go out, a few times a week and get out and make some moves, that'd be good, because my discipline to go out and take a walk is probably not there. I mean, let's just be honest. You got to be honest with yourself. Um, I'm probably not going to do it. So I'm way behind, but it's probably been close to 6 months since I put a video up. Yeah, I haven't seen you have a video up in a long time. And I didn't realize how many channels you had. You have like 4 or 5 channels. It's like, dang. Gary says, you're too smart to be at a job like that. Try for something better. I still think you would make a good small business bookkeeper from home. It's not about being smart. Well, I think here's the problem. I think that's why I got rejected from one, is because they said they required a high school diploma. I don't have a high school diploma. I have no interest in getting it. No interest in getting my GED. I don't. Okay. I've raised, 2 children, supported my wife for many, 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 many years. And, I have experience, right? And I think that's why I got rejected, because I no longer will lie that I have that's how I got, jobs way back in the day. I mean, yeah, I lied for sure. Um, but I'm too damn old. I'm too damn experienced to sit here and say, yes, I have a high school diploma. It's like, I actually feel proud. No, I don't have a damn high school diploma. And look what the hell I've done. Okay. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe that is wrong of me, but um, I'm too damn old, and I'm not going to lie about it. It's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Um, and then, a small business bookkeeper. Yeah. I actually looked. Do I have that book right here? I do have the book right here. I was looking at taking classes to learn some of this software that I have no idea about. Like, I have no clue. Like uh, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, Microsoft um, anything, QuickBooks, accounting. I know nothing about it. I never had to learn it. Never had to. All the jobs that I had were all like mom and pop shops. They had accounting software, but for the most part, they were special. It was specialty retailers, so there's nothing that carried over. Everything was custom built uh, for their inventory, custom built for their point of sale systems, custom built for their reporting, all that stuff. So that's all I learned was custom made software for a certain niche. I didn't learn, what is normal for most of the people out there. Net ghosts. Oops, forgot what day it is. Yeah, it's Monday. I forgot what day. I've been losing track. Yeah, I've been losing track of days. And for activity, strap your computer to your treadmill. I do have I have a recumbent bike. I need to get on that damn thing. If I can I should set up a TV in there. and just get on my recumbent. I can't even say that word. Recumbent bike. It's the one you sit down on. You're almost like laying down. You're not like hunched over like a bicycle. I need to get on that damn thing. For intermittent fasting, get some Primatine tablets. It's basically old school Dexatrim. Oh, is that weight loss tablets? I have to look at that. Let me type that in. I want to see what that is. Primatine. Isn't that like I'm not gonna look it up right now, but isn't that Primatine? Isn't that like a nasal thing? I could be wrong. What did I miss? Not a whole lot. Me just jibber jabbering. Where have you been? That's probably the better question. Let's see. Have I lost subscribers yet? Let's take a look at that. Oh, I did. I lost one. Gary says, "Do you need a co-host?" If I decide to keep doing this, I could use a co-host. Why you want to host? Okay. At least keep the retire less video. I'm definitely going to keep the retire with less videos because, in my opinion, those have the most impact. Those have the most value for people, right? Because I still believe that there's way too many people out here that are discouraged about their situation, and it's like you don't need to be. There's options for you, and options are really if you got a small portfolio and you're never going to get to $1 million and you know it, it would behoove you to learn some options. It doesn't need to be, you don't need to be extremely risky with it, right? Like for instance, if you're living on $2,500 a month in retirement, right? You're collecting Social Security, you're coming up short a few $100. It's extremely easy to make a few $100 in the options market. I mean, you can do that standing on your head. It's almost like taking money from a baby. But you got to learn it. It takes some time. And why not, right? Some of you have spent years and years in college, right? And why not spend a month or two learning about options? It's only going to make you better. Even if you don't use it, at least it's there. My focus this year is habitual progress. Without the habits that work toward where I want to get to, I don't make much progress. Yeah, that would be good. I have that problem. I don't know if I call myself lazy. I don't want to call myself lazy because I'm a damn hard worker when I set my mind to something. But maybe procrastinator? Because that's different than lazy, right? Because I'll put things off. Like I'll put off YouTube videos until Friday night for a Saturday morning upload. Live channel done? No, it's not. It's still there. I didn't put up a video this week on this channel, so I figured I'd just come on here and give it some activity, kick it in the ass a little bit. Brian Smith, row your boat very quickly down the block. Yeah, it's been raining like crazy. It's still raining. Things are flooded. California's underwater. It was just a little while ago. It was like drought, but doesn't matter how much rain California is getting. It's really about how much can they keep. And that is the problem with California. They ain't trying to keep it. Jerry getting a job. No, not really. Because the way this works is is I can say yes or I can say no. It's not, they're not going to call me up and say, "Hey, we need you to go over here and do XYZ." No, it's all, there's a list of assignments, and you either accept them or reject them. So, I'm sure I'm one of maybe 10 people in this area that's doing the same thing. So, they're not going to be hurting, right? They're not relying on me. Hey, Dave. Dave. Oh, yeah, Dave. Where the hell you been? By the way, geez, sent you messages, you don't answer. Like, man, I thought we were homies. Rhino says, "Howdy from Alberta." What's up, Rhino? Dave. Yo. Grizzly Adams. Yeah, he's probably shaved. Laugh out loud, Brian. I'll know a few minutes from now what that's about, but hope you are safe. Yeah, it's just California's been getting rain like crazy. Like, it's been raining here for weeks. We'll get, a few hours of reprieve, but I haven't seen sun in quite a while. All year, actually. I haven't seen sun, which is unusual. Hey, gang. You're not wrong. You're way smarter than a woke high school kid anyway. Right on, Dave. I appreciate that. I know we've talked about that quite a bit. Um, and yeah, I, I probably couldn't even pass the GED. I could if I studied, but like if you put the GED test in front of me without any studying, like probably, most of you could probably pass it. My guess is I probably couldn't. That's because, you know, sixth grade education is about as far as I've gotten as far as the curriculum. And I'm talking sixth grade from back in the 80s. I'm not talking about sixth grade today. Like, I can look at I remember when my kids were in sixth grade, I was like, I can't do that math. I can't do it. Bookkeeper for the mob. Yeah, that's a good one. Accountant movie part 2 starring GW. Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to miss a job because of a flag on the wall, it wasn't a good fit for you anyway. Yeah, I didn't get that. Like, that was the only thing I can come up with. I was like, because it's retail, right? I know retail. I've been in retail freaking all my life. That's what people with no education do, is retail. And you know, I didn't understand how would I not get that job? Like, and then I found out who the hiring manager was, did some little Google search, and I was like, okay, now I kind of know why, because they're commie socialist type person. And that's probably why. Because otherwise, I have no idea why you wouldn't want to hire me for that kind of a job. If you need any help in accounting or bookkeeping, reach out. I'll be happy to help or even take your test for you. Dang, Gary. I don't know. I gotta think about it. I'm gonna look into some accounting, because I mean, I did my own books. I mean, but they were like super simple. Um, it wasn't very, super simple. Sole proprietorship business it's essentially balancing a checkbook for the most part. Aching for bacon. I heard now you don't even need to read. You don't even need to read now to graduate high school. Damn, that's crazy. But I was being pushed. That was the bad. where I grew up was a pretty rough neighborhood, and I basically quit school in the 7th grade. I flunked 7th grade, and I went into what it's called the independent study program, where all you had to do was show up once a week, right? And they were giving away credits like candy. And so I actually earned, technically, I'm in the 9th grade right now, but the work that I did after I got into that independent study program was 6th grade math. I was doing, your basic multiplication tables in ninth grade, right? You showed up, they gave you credit. You put your name on the top of the paper, you got credit. You did 2 of the 30 math questions that were on there, you got credit. Um, you say that you read, you got credit. You say that you did PE, you got credit. Um, so I did that till I was 17 years old, 16 or so. Got up to the 9th grade, but I didn't do any work for that. So that's why I always say I got a 6th grade education, because I actually graduated 6th grade. Laugh out loud. It's only 3. 3? Oh, 3 channels? I could have swore it was more than that. Laos on Thursday. You're going to Laos? Dropping those asthma tabs. Is that what that is? Primatine mist. That's what I'm thinking of. I do wear a nasal strip at night when I sleep. And I never used to. I snore like crazy. At least that's what I'm told. So I'm using these nasal strips now. I'll tell you, if you have trouble breathing, try a nasal strip. Just try it. It's not a dramatic difference, but I'd say you get 10% better uh, flow. I gotta tell you, that 10% makes a difference. It feels so much better. Dave was the co-host champion. He was. Maybe he will again one of these days. We'll see. Laos sounds fun. Sure. Aloha. Let's all not get too hyped on a bull market. This debt ceiling fight may lead to a start of a retrace to October lows. That's what I say. Who knows? Who knows? Just be prepared. That's all you can do is be prepared. I'm, close to 50% cash, so I'm prepared. If I need to do something, if I need to buy stuff and I need to sell some puts, whatever I need to do, I'm prepared. Retire with less series inspires me. That's good to hear. See, that's what I want to see is people get inspired to learn options, because it is a game changer, right? I made, I don't know, I forget what the numbers were, $19,000 last year. Oops, there I go. Yeah, I like 19,000, something like that. Clicking a mouse. Were there some challenges? Yes, they were self-inflicted, chasing IV, that type of thing. So that's why I don't do that very often. But yeah, man. 2022 taught me a lot about option trading and being humble. 23 will be better, much better. Yeah, my January is starting out great. Not like, over the top moon type stuff, but if you look at my past Januaries, January 2021, I was like 7 grand in the hole. January 2022, I was like 1,600 in the hole. And now January 2023, I've already booked, I don't know what it was, $1,700 in option income for the year to date. I don't have much left, so it's not going to, that number is not going to grow too much unless I take off, my long calls, but, I'm prepared. So, but yeah, I think 2023 will be better. I've option trading is like, you get punched in the mouth, right? I've told Dave this, years ago, like everybody needs to get kicked in the ass and then you can figure out what happened, right? Dave liked to watch me get kicked in the ass, and then he learned not to do those things. But you get punched in the mouth, and then you make a plan to not get punched in the mouth again. So that's how you learn. So I got punched in the mouth playing high IV in 2021. I got punched in the mouth, kind of doing the same thing, but I was thinking I was being safer by using ARK-K as an ETF. Got punched in the mouth. So we'll see. 2023, I probably won't play much high IV as the previous 2 years. Sorry, man, not on YouTube much anymore. No worries. I finally got Fidelity hooked up so I can get money into it like late last week. Right on. So hopefully be able to start looking at some easy option stuff once I get stuff moved over. Yeah. Reach out if you need anything. It's super simple. I don't know if anybody, I know I'd done one little thing on Fidelity. But it's fairly simple. I would start with something you want to own, or an ETF. As long as you have the cash, you can sell the option. Or if you have 100 shares of something, sell the covered call. Covered calls are really typically where you should start. That way, you can watch the price action, right? You can watch the price action of if the price goes up. You can watch the price action if the price goes down. And then after you've figured that one out, you can go to the put side, and the trick there is everything you learned on the call side. It's just opposite. So, and selling, not buying. I know I said earlier that I'm buying options. Those are very selective times where I buy options. It's not a habit. Like I rarely, like all of last year, I think I bought a handful of options, but I sold hundreds. So it's just very, very rare for me to buy options. Hot Dave, Matt the Money, win Lambo. Lambo so 2022. Man, get you a Nissan Leaf. Oh, that's gonna probably get me some unsubs. We start talking about electric vehicles. Aching for bacon, no infrastructure to store water in California. Flood, drought, repeat. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's it doesn't matter whether we just keep getting rain. It's if we keep getting rain, it's just going to destroy stuff. That's all it's going to do. Because, things are going to get full and that's going to be it. It's over with. Where's the rest of the water go? It goes to destroying everything. Dave ignoring my messages too until now. Where are you guys sending me messages? I sent you some messages on Discord. I think you got my email. Shoot me an email, Dave. We need to keep in touch. Shit can Discord too. Yeah, I noticed that. That's why I was like, where the hell is Net Ghost? The Instagrams. Matt Money be on the Twitters. Matt Money be on the Twitters all over. I can't do social medias. I just can't. I don't know. I'm not good at the social medias. I'm probably getting lost in all the lady messages you get. Oh, I'm logged into the Hog account on IG. There you go. No rain in Cali. You have atmospheric rivers. Does that mean you watch Ryan Hall too, Gary, or is that a mainstream term? GG, it is rain. Always has been. We farmers just get wet. I know I won't melt, but the atmospheric river thing. Shopping land now to be a farmer too. What are you going to farm there, Net Ghost? Wish my son would just take the test already so he can have his GED on record. Yep, the good enough diploma. You know, I if he's going to go on, I mean, you know, the military requires it now. Jobs say they require it, but do they even check? I doubt they even check. Is there a database that shows that you have it or don't? Not that I'm aware of. I teach how to do QuickBooks from the cash account. For small businesses, it is easy and there is so much help online. You can learn it in a few weeks. Yeah, I would imagine I could. I remember when I first started my business, I bought a QuickBooks. What was it? QuickBooks 2010 or something like that, or 2011. And I remember loading it up and I'm like, I was lost. I loaded up and I started entering some information. I was like, why are there all these freaking different tabs? Like, I gave up on it. I've used addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division since school. Besides that, I've used yeah. Yeah, exactly. Whatever the hell that is. Figures out the sides of a triangle and fractions. I do like percentages. I like doing percentages, you know, especially round numbers. They're easy. Still waiting for Dave in this 80-degree weather. Yeah, where is Dave? Like converting fraction to scale recipes. LOL, that's it. No letters, no calculus. Oh, to scale recipes, like, you know, 1 1/3 cup, you know, is 4 servings. If you want to do 8 servings, it's 2 2/3 cup. That type of thing. I still use ohms and Watt's law more than any advanced math. Really? Why do you use ohms and Watt's law? I don't even know those. I'm in Florida at the moment. Oh, really? What part? You on a Miami beach? What is that, Dave? Not Florida, the ohms and Watt's law. What button did you hit? Yeah, there's a side button on the mouse. It's a back button. I guess I hit exit. Congrats, Jerry. Good to have another successful options year, and to live off it is even more impressive. Right on, Dave. And actually, you know, I got to thank Dave for getting me into that, because he got a lot back in the day. Dave got a lot of people to start it in options. And I preach the same thing that he preached to me, is start with covered calls. you know, see how those work. And then, you can expand from there. But covered calls is just a low risk way to figure it out. Um, so kudos to Dave, getting me into this. You know, it's not, I'm not getting rich, but, we're paying our bills. And, the beautiful thing is as long as I have a laptop and an internet connection, I can go anywhere in the world and make money. That is a beautiful thing. Um, I'm not landlocked. I'm landlocked now because, my son is in school and all that stuff. But, as soon as, me and my wife is free to spread our wings, man, we can go anywhere and we can make money anywhere. Typically my January suck. I was happy when I looked at my account and I made $50 today. Right on. Yeah, my last two Januaries sucked. Like, I almost want to like stop on the options thing for the rest of the month just to say that I had a successful January, because I have not had a successful January yet. Kicking the ass, January to March 2022. I learned, yeah, you'll get kicked in the ass. When you get kicked in the ass in options for doing something stupid, um, doing something that you probably you knew you shouldn't have done, that's where it really stings, right? That's where it really stings. Like, you think you're going to be slick and like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this premium, and it's going to be fast and easy. And then, you get slapped in the ass, and, next thing you know, you're down, $6,000. it's not, it's not, it's not an ideal place to be. Wow, just noticed live stream Mondays. Yeah, it's a special day. It's MLK Day, um, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, where he'd probably be rolling around in his grave to see what has happened to his dream. Um, well, there I go. I open Pandora's box. There goes the unsubs. There goes the thumbs down. I better shut up. Hey, grateful. Hoping you do a few more on fidelity. I might. I thought about it. There was someone else that asked about a thing about fidelity the other day too. Um, but really, fidelity is awesome. It's amazing how much resources they actually have on the website. Um, all the things that you can do, all the planning that you can do, all the different accounts and all kinds of stuff. Like, I'm using Bill Pay now. Bill Pay worked for. By the way, I sent my landlord a check from Fidelity to his house. Don't have to go to the mailbox no more. Don't have to write a check no more. So that was good. So yeah, I kind of kicked Chase to the curb. And I'm depositing pretty much all my money in Fidelity. Um, getting that 4% interest too. So low IV and should be good going forward. SLV, GLD, sell options. Yeah, I was looking at SLV, GLD, and TLT on Friday. I entered a couple of orders, but they didn't fill. I'm being very greedy as far as like my fill prices. I don't do market orders. Um, if I don't get the premium that I want, especially now, especially in January where I'm trying to do better, if I don't get the fill I want, then I don't worry about it. Like, I don't think I've sold anything last week. I don't think I sold. No, I'll take that back. I did sell a couple of things. I think I sold a Dutch Bros put, stuff I want to own. Um, what else? I haven't sold much. Let me look here. what did I do last week? Like my notional value on options right now, 20,500. What that means is if every put was assigned to me, it would only cost me 20,500. Let's see what I do last week in options. What did I sell? I sold a couple of TQQQs. It was a down day, one down day. No, that was Friday the 13th. 16 strike, 30 strike on Dutch Bros. Few puts on SOXL plus the long. That's about it. I don't have much on. I really don't. Yeah. So 2021, I lost in January. I lost $6,881.53. January 2022, I lost $1,689.07. And now January 2023 made $1,715.49. So I almost want to just freeze it right there. Am I freezing or is he freezing? Oh man, y'all getting frozen screens? What's up with that? I don't have nothing open either. I've been having issues with my internet. Don't know why. It was like, I don't know if it was the rain or what, but it has been this year. I noticed it starting the start of the year. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I going to have to refresh here? What's going on? Yeah, something's weird going on with me. Hopefully I'm back. Dave living in Florida cheating on me. I keep getting frozen screens also. That's weird. That's weird. It just happened to me right now where I couldn't put a comment on the screen. Dang intranet. I messed up and I watched 1984 last night. I finished it last night and I was like, man, that's freaking, I wish they would redo 1984. Because I watched the original, the 1950s movie. A little hard to understand, but holy cow, man. It's pretty creepy. Pretty creepy. You could maybe get some jobs building swales in people's yards, or is that illegal there? What is a swale? Swale. Well, that's good. Maybe my internet will hold out another week. Some places will require a copy, but not many. On the high school diploma, yeah. I've never had anybody ask me, like, can you bring a copy of your high school diploma? Like, Gary says it's too late this year, but H&R Block or Liberty Tax is really good training, and if you do taxes, you can make a few bucks. True that. Yeah, I got to look into it. I should have thought about it as far as the tax thing goes, because that's it's that's what I encourage people to do too. Like if you got simple taxes, you're just married, filing jointly, you don't have a whole bunch of odd, weird stuff. Do your own damn taxes. Like it's not that, buy the damn software and punch in the numbers. That's all you got to do. It's pretty damn simple. I understand there's people, with multiple this or multiple that or different uh, income sources and weird things. But for the average person, you should be doing your own dang taxes. Not, that's kind of one thing that my dad taught me, and he didn't even teach me. I just saw him every year doing his taxes. He, get all the papers on the dining room table, and he'd fill out all the forms. And I'm like, okay, if he can do it, I can do it. And so that's one thing my dad taught me was do your own taxes. Nothing personal, just didn't like a few people in the Discord. No time for negativity nowadays. Oh, I gotcha. I understand. Hey GGM, wow, Dave surfaced. Didn't know he could hold his breath underwater that long. Hi G, listen to you while I'm mowing lawns in the heat from Sydney, Australia. Right on. Pitwater mowing. Man, it's hot down there. I heard he swam to Thailand. Yeah, or like double or 1/3 would become 2/3. Yeah, for sure. He didn't get us all to do options. Yeah. Well, hey, when you're a multimillionaire, you don't need to do options. You really don't. Even Dave doesn't need to do options. If you know how to do it, though, you can make some seriously easy money. Howdy, Pitwater. Most likely he swam to Thailand. QQ and Spy is all I touch now. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been telling people. I've been trying my damnedest to just play the indexes. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know what it is. I make a pretty damn good percentage. Um, as far as premium collected, received, kept versus cash used. So it kind of that part of it is tough for me to give up. Don't lie to the people, Dave. You touch me too. Matt Money, hand orange. Woot woot, not having to keep checks is good. Yeah, for sure. Bros, good for options, but high volatility. Yeah, that's it's actually extremely low volatility lately. Like the IV rank is like 1. So I'm actually trying to build a long-term position on it. So if I can get it cheaper than my current cost basis, I'm fine with that. Maybe it's the rain. Yeah, it possibly is. Because it's been all year. It's been a little off and on. I've noticed it. It's been freezing up my computer. I don't know. Maybe it's the computer. I don't know. Mine had been going down every time it rained. Then they said we maxed it out in like a week. They finally sent someone out and they had to put a little body thing where it got water in it every time. Yeah, mine's a coax cable, so it probably is getting wet out there. Is my guess. My classified documents are for sale. Buy one get one free. I'd rather have the Corvette. Jepi covered calls is easy money but low premium. Yeah, I don't mess with covered calls on jepi or jepq. I do sell puts though. Matter of fact, that's one of the ones I have out right now. I have two, I think they're $39 puts on jepq. I think I collected like, I don't know, I want to say like $125 for both of them. What is your commission and fee on Fidelity? 65 cents for contracts, for option contracts. Pretty typical. I think if it's under 65 cents to close, like, if it's, say you sold it for $1 and you close for 50 cents, if it's under 65 cents, I believe it's free. But I don't really do options in Fidelity. Also, do they pay on an IRA that 4% interest? Yeah, they do. It's in the money market account in SPAXX. I think it's like 3.8, something like that. And I think I get that the same way in Interactive Brokers as well. You should have read my books. I told you, George Orwell. How's the diet? You skinny now? No. I think I went through that earlier, but definitely not skinny. I'm being more selective at the start of this year. Hopefully that works. Like, instead of 3, I'll eat 2, right? Instead of a foot long, I'll get a 6-inch. Those types of little choices. A swale is basically moving dirt on grade to essentially build up areas a bit, so as rain runs downhill, it gets slowed down. It's a permaculture thing. Oh, that's fancy. I never heard of that. Swale. It must be a Midwest thing. Do your own taxes. It is easy, but there are a few things you need to know. Just a few. Yeah, absolutely do your own taxes. I've never paid anybody to do my taxes ever. Used to do it all by hand, all papers, until we got internet and started doing the software thing. I've used H&R Block software for many years, and that's kind of it's kind of sucks to get, once you choose a tax software, it's kind of hard to switch because they've already got your stuff, right? So it's pretty easy, to start the next year. They already know you. They already got all your info in there, records from last year, all that stuff. So makes it hard to switch. Honestly, I never took mine anywhere. Mom worked for Jackson Hewitt 1 or 2 years. She could get theirs done for free, so she ran it through theirs and through TurboTax. She wound up just doing Turbo. Only difference was there where she was reading the questions. Yeah, I had my son do his own this past year. It's free for, let your kids know too. It's actually totally free. You don't have to buy software. Actually, completely free on, I think it's Tax Act. I want to say Tax Act, TAXACT. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it was. How to Google when you have questions, Gary? Yeah, how do we get a hold of you, Gary, to ask questions? My autocorrect hates me. You would sell puts to buy stuff if you wanted it at lower prices. Correct. I sell puts all the time. That I like never buy anything though. I never buy any shares, hardly ever. It's kind of hard. What I've found is it's kind of hard being a long-term investor selling options. Because what ends up happening is you set your put price so low that you'll never get assigned, so you'll never own the stock, and that's what ends up happening. 9.5 times out of 10. So then you keep doing that. Next thing you know, the prices run up, and you never bought it, and you wanted to own it. So that's kind of rough. No, I think it is probably more of an out west thing, but they can be illegal if you aren't allowed to catch rainwater. Oh, it might be illegal here, because I don't know if they want you to catch rainwater here. I mean, that's like, what are you doing with that water? But exactly what you said with TurboTax, they had their stuff and would keep the records and such. Yeah, it's super simple once it's done. H&R Block makes its money on the loans. They pay you your refund immediately and then take the refund, but the VIG makes the mob blush. Yeah, I've never taken a loan. I trip out on people like they'll go do their taxes and then they'll pay to do their taxes, and then they want to get the fast refund, and so they're paying for that too, and it's like, dude, like, come on, like, I don't know. Oh geez, the kiddos will get W-2s this year. Forgot we need to do theirs. Yeah. Especially if you don't have to, if they made under a certain amount, but if they had any uh federal tax or state tax deducted from their checks, definitely you want to file and get that money back. But if you're making money selling puts and 4% interest, exactly. That's like, it's like the cheat code. Like, I could be all in cash and make tons of money and not really be exposed to the market. Like, yeah, the stock or the ETF can crash and get to where your strike price is, and you'd have to pretty much buy at that price. But you can get low enough to where, like, I dare you to go that low. I'll buy it. I'll buy it all day long at that price. Yeah. But yeah, that's the nice thing. Like, I looked up, like, damn, 200 some dollars in interest in December for just sitting in cash. I'm like, I'll take it. Hope everybody has a good year. I really do. I think this year is going to be my greatest year yet. I hope. It's feeling good. And I don't really necessarily mean just monetarily wise. I think I'm putting things in motion to where things are going to start getting good. It's going to be a good year. I'm going to get more active. I'll choose to work when I can. I'm going to lose weight. My youngest son's going to graduate high school on my birthday. So that's going to be a nice birthday gift. And this year he's probably going to enroll in college. What else? What else is happening this year? I mean, those are big things, right? Son's going to be 18. He's going to be 18 in April. Like, what the hell, man? Like, I was just holding them in my arms. I was just, tucking them into bed. No, it's like, now I text them good night. It's like, what the but yeah, this year is going to be a good year. I really do believe that. Even if I don't make as much money as I did last year in the options market, it's not about the money. It's just about the stuff, about the family, the kids, and we'll see. I want to do something that I enjoy this year. I thought about it last year, and I don't know if I'm going to, but I wanted to start fishing again. Just doing something that I enjoy, because time's running out. I don't, a lot of people will say, oh, you're young, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, maybe, but you're not promised tomorrow. And, you might as well enjoy what you got, right? You enjoy the time you got with your family. I'd like to make some sort of trip, with the family. Who knows? I'd really like, maybe we'll rent an RV and just try it for a weekend or something. I don't know. I'd like to do that. I don't know. We'll see. I think we're going to cut it off here because I think my son gets off in about 30 minutes. So we'll just look through these last couple comments. That is my hope every year. If I'm not growing on the last year, something is wrong for sure. I've done that, especially if they are hiding. Yeah. I just tell them good night. I used to carry him to bed. Like, it just seemed like yesterday, carrying him into bed and tucking him in and, having a little conversation and stuff. And now that just doesn't happen anymore. So enjoy it while you can. Hope you guys have a good year. I don't know. I may start doing live streams on this channel. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with YouTube. So just stay tuned, I guess. I'll figure out what I want to do. And you guys have a good night. Let me know if you need anything. I'll try to help for sure. Thank you guys for coming. See you next time. I don't know when the next live stream is going to be. It's going to be when I feel like having a live stream. I hope that's okay. Hope you guys do well. Let's see. Renting an RV is a good idea. Better to find out now if you absolutely hate it instead of planning it for years. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I want to do. Just go, spend a weekend out at the lake or something and see how my wife likes it, how I like it. I'm fairly certain I would like it. Me and my wife just had this conversation today. It's like she was seeing like people she knew like in Vegas, right? Drinking and partying, right? And are they really having fun? And I told her I'd rather be out in the lake with a beer. And she said, I agree. Let's have a picnic, chill out at the lake. I'm like, there you go. So hugs, everybody. Have a great night. Cheers. Grateful man. All you guys, appreciate you. GGM and Gary and Steve and Pitwater Mowing. There I go screwing up and talking names, and I'm going to miss somebody. Sorry about that. RV show this week in Tampa. I see that on YouTube. So hope you guys have a good one. We're going to end it right here. We'll talk to you guys later.